oúnjẹ rí ládùúgbò yìí gbogbo ará àdúgbò tí wàá mọ̀ pé àwa náà máa ń ṣe kí ni sà àwọn ẹbí èébì labá tilẹ̀kùn pa lọ́dún yìí àṣẹ kí ni sà àgbò oúnjẹ bá a ṣe tilẹ̀kùn pa àwọn ya ìsílẹ̀ àbágbó oúnjẹ wa wọ́n máa ń kanlẹ̀kùn yìí gbàgbàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ lè bí ń pa mí mo fẹ́ dìde kí n lọ ọ ní ọmọ àlè ìfún lọ́rọ̀ bọ́ tọ́ bá ti bí ọ̀dà bọ́ síbẹ̀ ọ̀hún ìfún lọ́rọ̀ wọ́n gbálẹ̀kùn àṣì pàtó dọwọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lé ibi pa wá bá a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdúrà yìí nìyẹn olúwa àdúró jọ oúnjẹ olóúnjẹ má see you see things change when you know that when it got to a point you know that something has to change. Things change when you know that something has to change. And the following year, it was a breakthrough. We're not waiting for people, we're also distributing yarn. If you see how happy we were, carrying food from one house to another, we were so happy. That last year we are waiting, now we are giving. Now, there's someone here, I pronounce it. It is your year of restoration. The lost years of shame, your shame. You see, you have lost your dignity. The glory has gone. What remains is shame. It is a year that God is bringing back your shame. There's a woman in this hall. I'm the one that I always pay her children's school fees. I pay her children's school fees every time. Every time. Every time. First time, second time, third time. The woman did something this year. She just came to my house. She knelt down and she brought money. I counted the money. The school fees of the child was like 25 or 30,000. And she came to my house and she knelt down and another thing is that she could have went to the school and go and pay now that she has money. That's how some people behave. You know, I've been the one paying the school fees. Now, the woman now have money. She could have gone to school herself and say, I want to go and watch her. She came to my house. She knelt down. She said, I too want to be part of these school fees that you are paying. Take this 20,000. I wanted to return it back to her. The Spirit said, no, collect it. Because she will bring more. The next time she brought another one. Things change when you think it should change. Are you getting what I'm saying, sir? Things change when you say, this thing must change. The woman is here looking at me. And what's the woman selling? She didn't have shop herself. Things will begin to turn around for somebody. The wisdom to navigate with time, God will grant unto you. Look at your neighbor and say, don't play with time. Time is a privilege. Time is an opportunity. Tell your neighbor, say, God is giving you another chance. The name of that chance is 2026. Say, what will you get out of it? I don't want to say this, but I will say it. I will say it. But forgive me, in the CMB, I will say it. You know, we spent closer to 2-point-something million on harvest last week. Buy yams and everything. When everybody brought their sacrifice of harvest, it was not up to 1 million naira. Then I began to say, I think I need to teach these people. They don't understand. A family is coming for harvest offering, 2,000 naira. What you sow is what you will reap. We don't have problem with you. We just think that you need to change your approach. For 1 year. If you want to, how much do you recharge per month? You are coming before the Lord. You are joining us to sing a Jumarija Jehovah. Oh, but with 2,000 naira. And a prayer request that the demand of that prayer request is millions. Lord, I want to build car. I want to have. I want to. No problem, no problem. Let me leave that. Let me continue the teaching. Continue. Some people don't even have preparation. It is when they say, let us start there. So, Okatuke, Momelawo. I was in WRO with our father in the Lord during his annual program, and one pastor walked up to me. Hello, pastor. I heard that your harvest is Sunday. I said, yes. I won't be able to come. Can you give me the account number of the church? He's not our member. He dropped more than 100K. I just heard that your harvest is, it's not our, you didn't understand. I was not fasting on him. I was not praying on him. Let me leave that. Let's go back to that Ephesians now. He said, redeeming because evil are in the days. If you want to know where there is evil, evil is hidden somewhere in days. And you can measure, how can we measure time? We can measure time in seconds, minutes, hours, day, weeks, month, year, decade, century, millennium. That's how to measure time. That's a calibration. That's a measurmeter that we can use to measure time. So we have decided to measure time. The wisdom behind months, if I tell you the wisdom behind months, you are going to see there is a natural phenomenon that gives us that wisdom. Number one, if you check, women who receive monthly visitor, and when they count it, another thing some people use, they use moon. In those days before calendar, our parents will say, and we saw that by the time we begin to count the next Oshukba, it's approximately a month. That was the ancient wisdom that battered the measurement of time. So we now begin to give time measured like the way you are measuring the rika of rice. So we can measure time. Are you getting? We can measure time in what? Months, in years, in days, in seconds. That's the measurement of time. So God is advising us by divine wisdom this morning that we should redeem the time. Why should we redeem the time? Because the suffering of so many people today, they are not meant to suffer the current suffer they are suffering. It was because they've been granted opportunities and privilege in time and they've not been able to utilize it. For instance, you saw that man that came last week, Prophet ADD from Celestial Church. I mean, you see that man? That was the man I went to visit him. I went to visit him in Mowe. When I went to visit him in Mowe, myself, engineer, who went there to visit him, and in that Mowe, the man was pointing to 3, 4, 5 lands in that area. He said, Pastor, look at this land. It's my land. I want to sell it 25 million naira. I'm selling this one 10 million. I'm selling this one 50 million. And by the time we begin to ask questions, he didn't buy those land 25 million. The days and the time he bought those land, maybe 2 million, 3 million. That was what to do to enjoy time. Someone had a resources then. Now, he could have squandered that resources. There are some money you have blown now on family function. So this man want to sell a property for 25 million. How much did he bought? He bought it how much? When I was in FO5, Unjoku Hall, Unilag. Listen very well. Don't wait until you graduate. Your timing might be wrong. When I was in FO5 Unjoku Hall, friends go clubbing every Friday and they spend minimum of 150,000 naira. That was around 2001 and year 2000. You know, 150,000 naira, do you know how much it is then? 2001. Sir, can I tell you something? That was the time we bought the place, that church, that my house that we used to start this church. That was the time we bought it. And we bought it then, we bought it 80,000. Meanwhile, I have friends on campus that go clubbing and they are spending how much per week? 150K. Tell your neighbor, say, you're redeeming the time. See, there are some things you have wasted, you will pay for it. There are some opportunities and privilege that God, see, because what God will do for you, God will not jump, God will not fall down from heaven. He will just grant you some what, sir? Privileges and opportunity. So it is you that must utilize it for the betterment of your life. My dad, my own dad, how many of you know Gemade Estate? In Gate. My father will be helping people to buy land there. Guess how much? 3,000. 3,000. We got to Abeson Estate in 1987. What do we get to Abeson Estate? 1987. That's when we got to Abeson Estate. I was 5 years old. 88, 89. My father was helping people to buy land, but he didn't remember to buy his own. Even the land we lived in our estate, my father, it was my mom that forced it. That our house in estate, we bought it 6,000 naira. Okay, don't let me go far. 4 years ago, Toyota Big Daddy, Nigerian use, is 1.2 million naira. Am I lying? 4 years. Am I lying here? So how much is it now? During that time, myself and engineer Odubela, we took a loan. Oh God. May God forgive AZ. Myself and engineer Odubela, we took a loan in the bank. And we went, and our intention was that we want to use that loan to buy Toyota Camry Big Daddy, Nigerian use. As we took the loan, we gave it to a guy, our church member, to 1.2 million. 1.2. He went with our money. It's a year after that the price tripled. Imagine if we have gotten it then. Ṣùgbọ́n àkàgbákò ọ̀ọ́nì kàgbákò àṣìyàn kò wó fún. Ntí mo ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ayé àwọn ẹlòmíì nù bọ́ọ̀ tí ń wọ ní ọdún tuntun yìí lọ ọ̀ọ́nì ṣìnàmá ọ̀ọ́nì ṣì òwò ṣe ọ̀ọ́nì bá alágbàkò dòwò pọ̀. Because that's what is destroying the life of so many people. You just partner with people, do business. There are some people you can't do business with them. They are not faithful, they are not loyal. They won't keep to their words. You borrow them money, they won't pay you. There are people like that. And they are not watching it. There is something that is not good in their life. When you hold this one, 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 something is happening to you already. And you are not seeing it as a matter. Redeeming the time. Because the days are what, sir? See, God will give you privilege. You will have some money this year. The reason why God give you that money, if God give you sense, that money can multiply. God will show you what, God can show you what you can do with that what, sir? With that money. Where to put it. Where not to put it. That's why we can't